Take two. Doses. Eén, twee. Unos, dos. Anyway, why did I say two? Oh, take two. So, first time I forgot what date it was. So, I was in Florida with Kathy. Bradenton, Florida. Bradenton, Florida. Bradenton. Anyway, last Sunday, which was January 4, I was in Bradenton. We went to the Providence Orthodox Presbyterian Church, and in the morning, the Reverend of that church had a sermon, and it was about Paul. I believe it was Paul. Guys, I forgot my hat. I do have another hat. We'll try this one. Probably squeeze my head. It's from Raybach. I think this is supposedly the nice one. We'll see. How do I look? Do I look okay? Anyway, it was about Paul winning souls for Christ, something like that. I mean, I have the bulletin, yada, yada, yada. I didn't take any notes because I was in a foreign church. Anyway, I got a little confused because the passage that he read was about winning souls. Paul had to be like the people he was trying to convert and become Christians. And one of them was he had to be, I don't know I know it's a little premature to talk about it, but because I can't think of what the passage was, but I'll get it to you guys. But talked about Paul having to be like the people he was trying to convert, bring the message to, and make disciples out of them, baptizing them. But during the commentary, the sermon, he mentioned that Paul circumcised Timothy. What? I thought he was an Judaizer. Now, we had sermons years ago about Peter was kind of behaving like a Judaizer to the point where Paul was not a happy camper. Now, I don't know what kind of camping these guys did back in the day. I got to give the cat some food. She's been eating quite a bit, which is a good thing. The weather's kind of mucky. We're going to be in the mid-30s, pretty much low to mid-30s, pretty much all day. Hi, kitty. So, I think 32 is freezing. Anybody? But anyway, Paul, it was stated that he circumcised Timothy. What? Was Paul a Judaizer? Why did he feel the need to circumcise Timothy? Again, is he a Judaizer? I hope he's not, because he preached pretty strongly against Peter, saying you had to be a Jew first before you could be a Christian. You guys remember that? So that kind of struck me. So I was going to ask the preacher, but he was blathering on and on to everybody else. I wasn't important enough, I guess. No, everybody else. Oh, stop it, girls. Beat me to him. But I was just going to ask him. But anyway, so in the afternoon service, they had somebody else preaching. Don't ask me any names because I don't know. But a young guy, actually, and what he was an intern. So it's kind of cool. Our churches also do internships, such as, I think, like my nephew, Mark Tenhoff, he was an intern. I'm just throwing names because I'm not 100% sure what church it was. Was it Edmonton? I don't know. Somebody may correct me. I think he's at Arthur right now. Arthur, Canada. Anyway, Hi, sweetie. Oh, you're such a pretty girl. You're such a pretty girl. So, why did Paul circumcise Timothy? So Timothy was a new disciple, I guess, a young guy. So Paul felt the need to have him circumcised. What? I remember my dad used to say circumcision was a mutilation of the flesh. Totally unnecessary. Well, I agree with him if the circumcision is to be, was done for the wrong reasons, such as becoming a Jew first, then a Greek. But, so I was really confused as to why Paul would circumcise Timothy. Now, I did my research. Dirk? You don't even know how to read. Well, I went on YouTube. YouTube, any information place is a communication tool, such as YouTube, Facebook. It's all communication. Writing books, going to lectures, sermons. It's all communication. It's the sharing of knowledge, if you will. And so I went on YouTube and typed in, why did Paul circumcise Timothy? And lo and behold, there's like 10 of them. 10 scholars who comment on it. So, what is still confusing to me after watching one of them is, again, why? Who cares? You don't get circumcised because it's a saving thing. We got circumcised back in the day because that was a sign of the covenant. And it has changed to being infant, or baptism. Infant, and for adults, believers baptism, I guess you would call it. But I was really surprised. So I'm still looking for an answer. I'll talk to my rev. But I don't want to put too much pressure on the guy. I asked him to write a response to something, and I say, 18 words or less. He writes a thesis. Thanks, Rev. I really appreciate when you do answer my silly questions. But these questions I do have. And, okay, you got to come in. Okay, sweetheart. Go in the stall. Come on. Get in the stall. Come on. Hey, good girl. Come on. All the way. Yeah, buddy. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Grow up, Dirk. You'll be 74 next year. I'll be 74 next year, guys. Anywho, the question still remains to me. And, like I said, there's about 10. I say about 10. It's all relative. Lectures on why, and it's in Acts 16, if I'm not mistaken. Acts 16. I'm going to Acts Reverend, but it's in Acts 16. Again, Paul. And one guy, what he said was, you first go to the synagogues, and again, Timothy was not circumcised. So, and what this guy said was, it was because to have Timothy accepted by the Jewish leaders, I don't know what they are. They're like Pharisees and Sadducees, and anyway, people that run the synagogues, The synagogue. Anyway, so it's really interesting. This guy said, again, to be accepted by the Jewish leaders. What? And why was he so against Peter saying that you had to be a Jew first? Well, that's basically what I think Paul is saying. You got to be accepted by the Jews first. So, anyway, guys, if you guys have an idea, comment and let me know, because I do read my comments because nobody comments. But on my videos. So just comment below what you guys think. And like I said, I will give you the answer, the correct answer, once I have Roman code. Respond to it, to my question. So anyway, the weather says, the weatherman, what does the weatherman say? That we got snow, and it's going straight down. There's no wind at all, which is I like, but the snow is dropping straight down, and the flakes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What does that mean? I don't know. Do you care? Yes, I kind of do. I like snow. I just don't like rain at this time of year because the ground is really, really muddy right now. Really, really muddy. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to label this, again, it's the 10th of January 2026. I'm going to label this video as, why would Paul want to circumcise Timothy? And again, if you guys got any answers, let me know. All right, see you guys. I'm just going to do another short video as to what my plans are for today, Saturday. See ya.